a lot of the issues openly, but we were in a serious situation. Now we're coming out of it, so I'm very thankful for that fact of it. So that's all I have to say about it.
I don't know if you have to. Were you going to make a motion to send her to that?
That's the other I wanted to do that with Dave. Make a motion to send Erin to Burgettstown for the emergency management situation. So you want to?
I'll make that motion at the cost of
$35.
$35. So,
I second that. Okay.
Mr. Savage.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Reimbursement payment.
Actually, a morning and an afternoon at 35 each.
Okay, so $70.
I kind of made that motion. It'll include a reimbursement of your mileage and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mr. Savage.
Yes.
Mr. Junko.
Yes.
Mr. Pasquale.
It'll be more than the 35, right?
Yeah. You got anything to say about Savage?
No, I think it's all basically been covered. We're trying to. We're really trying hard to be as transparent as possible and give you as much information as we can without violating certain things. And I think if you're listening carefully, you can see there is a number of issues and problems that we have slowly but surely begun to tell you about that was going on here. But as far as that other issue, the answer is to regionalize and to go in that direction with the police. But we just can't go because we have a roadblock across the bridge at the moment.
It's a statewide issue.
Statewide issue.
I think the most recent editorial, the Observer hit it right on the head. That's really what's going to have to happen.
One of theirs was good.
Yep. As best I can
You guys covered everything pretty good.
I'll take the rest of the day off. He's gonna take it off. Do I have any public comment on non-agenda items? Public comment. Yes, state your name, come up.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to get over there, if that's all right. Christina Hartzell, 76 Fulton Street. Going back, well, first off, I can say thank you for updating a little bit better and making it a little clearer with the police situation. That's the clearest I've heard for the last few months. But going back to audits, if our previous secretary-treasurer didn't do those audits, which one of you three was supposed to sign off on that didn't? That you know that it wasn't done.
We don't sign off.
Then who's
She's
supposed
bonded.
to oversee it?
She's bonded. She has to do that. That's common ground. I mean, I think,
Yeah, but aren't you supposed to oversee that she's doing it?
Well, let me try to jump in a little bit on this. When I took office in January of 18, I knew that the 16 and 17 audits were not complete.
Well, you were saying back
Okay, well,
06
let me
and 07.
No, 16
and 17
Was it
audits
09?
were not completed. So during the course of last year, in repeated times, different board members, including myself, and I went to Julianne and asked her, why is the audit not done? And the answers I got were things such as, they canceled, there's a delay, they're sick, there's been a flood, we have to find new papers, they've rescheduled. This went on literally for months. So from my standpoint, from January of 18 on, that's all I can account for. But I can tell you that is exactly what occurred. And that is as
From my
transparent
end,
as
I
I
see
can do.
she's taking the fall for somebody else not overseeing it.
No,
being done.
we overseen it.
You know,
To reiterate what Mr. Savage said, is what we all did, because we had this $250,000 at DCED, that money's supposed to come back from that bridge that we got, the multimodal grant, and we didn't get it, and we kept bugging her about that, and that's where it is. No, it wasn't done. And that's, of course, Mr. Sweat, I forget what month that was, when he came across the fact that we got penalized for that, the other thing, and it just got, it snowballed. But and Safer had made many contacts to come in from their standpoint. So that's all I can say.
as far as Chestnut flooding goes, I immediately wondered why something wasn't done. It wasn't just done and billed. But you guys explained that December, I think,
Yeah.
and I totally back that. I would not want to take responsibility of that either.
Situation. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Christina, for your positive comments.
Yes.
I guess my question
Name
is Jennifer Ashcroft.
And your address?
Address is 67 Baltimore Avenue. My question is a drainage question. Are you allowed to put runoff from your property into the street?
Stormwater you're talking about? Yeah. I mean, we
So
have
if it
several
freezes-
residents, I mean, throughout the township has that a lot of times, comes in.
It freezes and gets plowed onto the vehicles that are a couple houses away. I fell in the road.
Yeah.
Under.
We have a lot of drains like that all over the township, and it is a problem, I understand what you're saying. It is a definite problem.
Can I say one thing on that? Your first name again?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, let me explain it. I am the perfect example of that. Because where I live on Millback is down over the hill, and I have all houses above me. In fact, Carl, sitting back there, it has his house in front of me, and then we have a field there. The water all comes down. I have it going around my house, and it lands up out on the street. There is no place else, so I can't collect it. So what happened this past weekend, when it froze so quickly, that water is still running, and it's freezing right onto the street.
Right on the street.
There's nothing I'm responsible for as a township resident. It isn't my water, it's just running through my property. But, that's unfortunately the
We
case
have-
in many parts of the
yeah.
township.
Yeah.
We just try to solve it.
We solve it, get out and solve it.
And if our road crew isn't getting enough salt down in those locations, you need to let the secretary treasurer know
Oh, yeah.
where they are, or Erin, so that we make sure we salt extra.
They're plowing ice clear up the side of my mother-in-law's van due to this problem.
We have had such an abundance of water. I'm not making excuses.
No,
for it.
we have had a lot
It just
of
won't
rain.
stop raining.
Right.
Okay.
The ice situation, yeah, I mean, if you're parked on the road, is that what you're parked?
Right beside the road.
Yeah, I mean, they have no other course of action. I mean, they're gonna plow. We got problems all over where people are parking. And I think that's something we're gonna have to talk about over the summer, is possibly during the winter time, they gotta get off, because maybe they don't have any place to even park. That's maybe your problem too. But if you're on the road, our guys can't help it. They're gonna plow you in. They're going to. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. We have it up, a lot of cars parked on the roads like that and get plowed in, and I mean, there's nothing else we can do. We get heavy snow. If this was all snow, you'd been in trouble.
In Canton Township, Canton makes their residents get off the roads.
Right.
They have bigger trucks, so
They
all
excite
the
'em.
residents gotta get off the streets. Now, I personally was called up to Nokomis
Yeah, Nokomis, that area's
about a week or so ago. And one of our residents who comes down a lot and has objections, we first did not believe him. When I went up there, I could hardly get my car through there. They
Right.
had both their vehicles
Both
way
sides.
out onto the street. So I just went up, knocked on the door, and said, "How do you expect us to get the snow plow through here?" He said, "I'm sorry," and he pulled his vehicle into his yard.
They got
But
driveways, yeah.
I don't want to get to the point where we pass an ordinance either, because we've discussed the fact that we had 2 trucks down last week. If you
Yeah,
noticed,
big
our
problem.
snow removal
It's slow.
last,
You gotta commend them guys for the
Yeah.
job they did. One truck did the whole township.
one truck did the whole township last weekend. They came out at 4 p.m. and worked all the way through to 2 in the afternoon the next day. Now, a couple guys went home, got sleep. We only have 1 truck, believe it or not. And we were a little slow in our snow removal because of that. And it was no fault of ours. Those are new trucks. The gas tank just blew
Split.
open.
Split.
It split open. So it's sitting at Washington
Salt.
Ford.
Salt.
And the other one, it was sitting at Washington Ford too. I don't know
Turbo,
what-
something
It's
wrong with
turbo.
turbo, yeah.
So we couldn't get Washington Ford to get us one of our 3 vehicles back. So we had to go with 1. So, but we understand what you're saying. I mean,
After that, I'm the person whose house it is. I live with my mother, who is 85 years old. Her car is off the road in front of the house. This water has been an ongoing problem, and this year it's gotten way
Yeah, it's
worse.
bad everywhere, yeah.
is this
I mean,
a,
if it's not your responsibility, whose is it? to make sure that this ice isn't laying there. Because we get ice this thick, and it's so wide you can't step across.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Are we 100% sure it's water runoff and not any kind of breakage of the
It's
line?
coming from a pipe 2 houses up from us in the corner of their driveway.
It's a French
I
drain.
have a video that you could look, I walked right up to from the ice, followed it right up to that.
Now, where's the nearest culvert that the water runs into?
As far as I see, the bottom of the hill at Grove Street.
Maybe that's something we need to look at.
Yeah,
We can look at it.
Maybe that could be an answer. We need to make a look at a culvert.
You got that address?
If nothing else, the responsibility of someone to get out there
Her
and
house
clean it up.
number is 141 Bellevue.
Okay, we need to look at it when it's coming down pretty good and see. We'll send the road crew out.
send it.
We'll see what we can do here.
And
Okay.
also, I commend you guys for the most part for your snow removal. You're wonderful. But the last couple times, the driver's been going so fast that he threw snow and ice all the way over the top of my mom's van. I did snow removal. You do not have to do that.
Who got that?
I agree with you, and I'm chuckling a little bit because I've noticed it on my own street, and I think what happened Sunday was they were doing the whole township with one truck, so they were moving
They
a
were
little
moving.
quicker
They're trying to get
than they
down.
should have been moving.
Maybe
And-
so, but it's been the last
Yeah,
few
okay.
times,
Okay.
and, you know, that's a complaint also because
Check
it's
it
gonna
out.
destroy the paint job on her van.
Okay.
And she has nowhere else to park. And, you
Okay.
know, like I said, I'm talking about an 85-year-old woman here that has no business walking on ice.
No, I don't blame you.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I'd appreciate if something gets done about it. If it's not your responsibility, we need to find out whose it
we
is.
can get them guys a double dose that with salt.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a second issue also. I said I lived at 67 Baltimore. The house behind me on Altamont was purchased, I believe, in a tax sale. The people thought they were going to gut it and flip it. They basically gutted it and threw the contents next to the house.
Yeah, that, Jim?
Yeah, we have citations on that, we're waiting for a response from them. We've had citations on that for a year.
I was told they had 10 days to respond the last time I called.
Correct, and we filed citations, the court's handling it now, once we get a date scheduled,
Okay.
And it's
So
slow.
that's helpful.
Unfortunately,
Windows broke out.
That's why-
you know.
There's warrants issued on that because they won't respond. So
That's
we're
why
making
we-
sure the warrant will go, but we've done everything we can from the township
That's
side.
great to hear.
That's
Okay,
why we
that's
try
all
to
I have.
avoid the court part, because once it gets there, it gets slows down
It
into
bottled
a.
up bad.
Well, if there's something being done, that's all I can ask for.
Yeah, it's done.
Thank you.
Any others? Yes, sir.
Anthony Genicaro, 1601 Park Avenue. I want to say thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Erin. You guys are doing a great job fixing the mess that was here when you came. And the 3 supervisors, good job. You're putting in all these hours. It's very well appreciated by the whole township, I'm sure. My one comment is the Chestnut Street flooding. You got to get a hold of PennDOT because the sign is in front of it when we close that, says road closed. We're not closing the road, it's lane closed. So it's very confusing for people that are still trying to get up Chestnut Street when only one lane's closed. So they could give us a sign, I'm sure they have one that says lane closed and not road closed.
So it
And that would
says lane closed
Says
now.
lane
Great
Well, it
lane
does say
closed.
lane?
Yeah.
The other day it said road closed.
Those are ones we put up when we had the whole road shut down. It was
They had the whole
clear
road
across.
shut down, yeah.
All right, because when I went by there, it still said road closed. I didn't realize.
Somebody
that.
probably moved them because once we leave, they move them.
They move them back.
Okay, well, if we have the right signs, I just
Yeah,
don't
it's up
want
there
anybody
now.
getting
And they were
an
given to us by
accident because the
PennDOT.
signs are
Yeah.
backwards.
And we're
PennDOT
given
gave me that.
instructions by PennDOT on how
Right.
to use them.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any others? Okay, I make a motion to move into executive section. This meeting is adjourned at this point.
No decision.
No decisions will be made. It's just